We now have a ton of details regarding NHL 24 available, including the release date, the X Factor edition, and much more. In today's video, I'm going to run down the X Factor edition, everything you get for pre-ordering, the release date, and hopefully help you guys make a decision on if this is the copy of the game you want to purchase. NHL 24 releases on October 6, 2023 for the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series S and X. However, if you pre-order the X Factor edition of NHL 24, you'll receive 3 days early access, meaning you can play NHL 24 on October 3rd, 2023. This is much earlier than we were expecting. We're expecting the game to come out maybe 10 days later than this, maybe even longer, as it came out on October 15th. This year, we're getting it on October 6th. That is huge. So like I was saying, 3 days early access with the X Factor edition of NHL 24, but what else are you gonna get for pre-ordering that game? Well, you're gonna get all of this. It's actually a pretty decent amount. Now, the thing to remember is that the X Factor edition, of course, is the more expensive edition. The base versions for the game for PS4 and Xbox One are gonna cost you $59.99. For PS5 and Xbox Series S and X, it's gonna cost you $69.99. And the X Factor editions of the game will likely cost you around $100. Now, of course, depending on your region, pricing may vary, but that is what we're expecting. It's worth noting that I believe the X Factor edition of NHL 23 was 120 Canadian, so I'm not sure if the pricing that they gave me was American or Canadian, but just throwing that out there for you. Now, what are you going to get with the X Factor edition of the game? You can see all these great things, but what do they mean? Now, first off, 4,600 hut points. In NHL 23 right now, 4,600 hut points is going to cost you over $50. So, you're getting a $50 value if you're a Hockey Ultimate Team fan. Now, the thing is, if you're not playing Hockey Ultimate Team, I don't know if the X Factor edition is going to be worth it for you. That $50 value plays a big part into why people are going to want to pre-order the game. You're going to get the 3 days early access, of course, but if you're a World of Shell player, what are you getting? Well, dual entitlement, of course, which if you're going to be upgrading your console in the near future, this is probably the best idea for you, so that way you can play the next-gen version on your next-gen console whenever you may purchase it. Now, if you are playing Hockey Ultimate Team, your team will carry over to the next-gen, so you don't have to lose any of your progress. Also confirmed here is your World of Shell XP Battle Pass. You can see it right there. And you're going to get an XP modifier of ×5 for your XP Battle Pass. Now, the Battle Pass is cosmetic only. It's not going to help you be better in the game. You're not going to unlock stuff that's going to make you better. So it's up to you if you're actually interested in that. There is a free and a paid tier. Now, other than that, the other two things coming with your X Factor edition of NHL 24, you're going to get your cover athlete 85 overall Cale Makar. The card is very small here. I don't have a higher resolution image, but when I get one, I'll definitely share on Twitter. And along with that, you're also getting a Hut Icon Power-Up Choice Pack. The power-up icons are making a return, which I don't know how I feel about that, but you can get one started by pre-ordering the X Factor edition of NHL 24. Now, is it worth getting the X Factor edition of NHL 24? Well, let's discuss. Now, if you're looking to play Hockey Ultimate Team and you're trying to improve your team from day one, getting those points and the extra packs could be really beneficial for you. Of course, getting the 3 days early access is a big part of this. You get to play 3 days early, start your team, and try out NHL before the actual release date. But if you're not big into Hockey Ultimate Team, I don't really see a reason why you would be pre-ordering the X Factor edition. You could just get the standard edition. You may have to play 3 days later, but you're not spending all that money for stuff that you're not going to use. The World of Shell Battle Pass, I think, is a really cool idea, and there's a lot of small things that we're going to talk about in the future regarding the World of Shell Battle Pass and their new setup. But is the extra XP tiers or whatever you're getting really worth it? I don't think so. And the 3 days early access is nice, but don't forget to use your 10-hour EA Play trial, and you might not even need those 3 days of early access. That 85 Cale Makar, I can guarantee you, is going to be a great card for the start of the year. Likely won't be on your team all year, but I do think that this is going to be a card on a lot of people's teams for a very long time. We see every year that they're dropping the Hut overalls at the beginning of the year to try and stop 99 Hut from happening too early. And if we see that happen again this year, an 85 could be huge for your team at the beginning. Really, it comes down to the 4,600 points. If you're someone who's going to be buying points anyways and trying to build your Hut team, realistically, pre-ordering the game is probably the smartest option. Not only do you get the game 3 days early, but you're getting 4,600 points. That could be 46 base packs that could really fill your collection for the start of the game. Please don't buy 46 base packs with those points. Actually, that's probably not the worst idea, opening 46 of those packs, because even if you get absolutely nothing, you can still quick sell that stuff for like 2,500 a piece. That's over 100k. No, be smart with your points, use them when you want to use them, but at the end of the day, it's your choice. Now that I've explained everything to do with the NHL 24 X Factor Edition, we have the release date, we have your pre-order bonuses, and we have your early access date. Let me know down below if you're thinking of purchasing the base edition, the X Factor Edition, or you're just not going to bother with the game at all. Let me know down below, and we can start a discussion. Regardless, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow with another video as we wait for NHL 24 to finally release. We have a long time to go, but it's less of a wait than we thought. We were expecting the middle of October, and we're getting it very early October, so hey, that makes me pretty damn excited. I'm not going to lie. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Stay frosty.